guys, so this is a quick video to go over the welcome pack and basically make sure that you are set up for success. So, alright, we've got like an introduction page, have a little read, excited to have you here, genuinely am, very excited. And then we get into it. So, first of all, some terms you need to understand for training. Basically, weight is the amount of weight you've used, you've got sets, reps, really understanding that, because you'll be recording these things in TrueCoach, and recording these things will really allow me to understand whether you're getting the desired effect we want to get from exercises in your program and your program in general. So you need to understand those. Reps in reserve is something we will use, which is a way of basically measuring or monitoring fatigue and making sure you're not going to get too fatigued. RPE is another rate of perceived exertion, is another good way of is another good way of basically managing fatigue and managing the exertion that you'll put towards each exercise. Progressive overload is a big one because this is something we want to always be striving for. Basically, it's improvement. So progressive overload could be adding more weight, adding more sets, adding more reps, that side of things, but it also could be increasing range of motion, improving technique. It could be having less pain in a movement. So progressive overload is basically a measure that we want to, or something that we always want to be striving for. So basically it's improvement. And if you're not getting improvement in the desired areas you are wanting to get improvement, that's when you're tracking your program, you're tracking your results from your training in TrueCoach. I can really see that and go, oh, okay, that's not actually working. We're not actually getting the desired result we'd like to get there. What's going on? And that can be a way to be able to go, okay, cool, that's where we need to focus. We need to have a chat about that and see what's going wrong and then focus on getting some more improvement again. All right, so rep cycles, set cycles, read those. These are different ways that you can achieve progressive overload. Weight cycles, same thing. AMRAPs, we may use them from time to time in different parts of your program for conditioning, etc. Circuits, supersets, and there's a general explanation of rest and how you should do that if it's not programmed in your program, for example. All right, so this next part here is really important, and you can actually print this out and stick it on your fridge or stick it somewhere where you'll see it regularly, because it is something that will help you really keep on track, and it's something you can revisit from time to time when needed. So first of all, what we want to focus on here on is what is the actual result you want to have. So for example, the result may be I want to have no pain in my knees and I want to be stronger at squatting, and I want to be stronger at pushing and chin-ups, for example. And I want to have more energy and lose some body weight and feel really good. Cool, so that's the result that you want to have, the tangible results you want to actually achieve. Then we've got, why is that so important to me? And this is really important. Like, you need to have big reasons as to why this stuff is important. And, it may be that, when I'm feeling strong and functional and I have no pain and my energy's really good and, I love what I see in the mirror, then I feel great. And when I feel great, I show up better for my family, I show up better for my kids, and I just show up better in everyday life. And that's the experience I want to have in life. That may be something that, but this is individual to you. So really dig into your values and really get some emotional reasons here that really motivate you and really, understand why it's so important for you to actually achieve what you want to achieve. What does my ideal week look like? So this is when we can start looking at, how do you actually need to be spending your time? How do you need to be spending your time? What habits do you need to have to really make these things here up here that you want to have? What habits do you need to do to make them actually happen? And this is where you can actually, obviously training is really one of them, but I imagine there's going to be, obviously eating optimal for you, getting good quality sleep, having downtime, spending time with family, work time, personal time, etc. So this is where you can actually really plan out, how do I spend my time? What does my day look like in terms of what I need to do to be in line with the results I want to achieve and, the health I want to live and the lifestyle I want to have, etc. So, it may be Monday morning, I get up, I get the kids ready, I'm off to school drop off, then I'm off to work. Maybe I get up an hour earlier and that's when I train. I train before I get the kids ready for school. Or maybe, you come home and, you're training in the afternoon. It might be get home from school, all right, cool, kids do their homework, and then I get into it. I'm off to the gym and getting it done. Or whatever it may be. But this is where you can actually start planning your time out and go, where can I fit in the habits that I need to have and be doing weekly into my lifestyle, into my weekly plan so that I can actually really get them done. All right, so this next part is about troubleshooting the different things that could come up and throw you off track. So obviously, you plan out whether you're doing 3 sessions a week, 4 sessions a week, 5, whatever it is, where you're spending your time in terms of doing food preparation, making sure you're getting good quality sleep, you're having enough time to get good quality sleep, etc. And then obviously there's, if you're not where you want to be, potentially the habits you have now are quite a distance away from the habits you need to have to really have the results that you want to have. So this next part is really about going, I've built out my plan, I've built out a structure and a strategy and how I need to be spending my time to get the results I want to get. But what are the obstacles that are going to come up? And I've put some general headings here: training, optimal food and sleep, and mindset obstacles. So you can go within them different topics. And like an example for training might be, I get to the gym and the machine I need is not available. Or maybe I forgot the technique of that exercise. Or maybe I'm just feeling tired today. And, they might be the obstacles you come up. And then you go down to this next section. When this happens, what is my plan? So if the machine's not available, can I do a different exercise first, go through the program a bit further, do an exercise and something that is available, and then come back and do that one once it is available? Or maybe I can go up and have a chat to the person and say, hey, just wondering, how many sets do you have left? Could I jump in after you're done? And maybe they've only got 1 set left. Or, whatever it may be. If you come to the gym and you're feeling really tired and you're exhausted, but you still want to keep the habit up, maybe that day you don't strive to get progressive overload. You just match what you did last time. Or maybe if you're really buggered, but you still want to keep the habit up and you really need to listen to your body, maybe you just cut the program in half that day and you just do 2 sets of everything instead of 4 sets. This is an example, but you want to have a plan so that you can really be consistently doing the stuff you need to be doing. When it comes to optimal food and sleep, and by the way, if your food and your sleep and your mind is optimal, then your training should go really well. And, we don't want to have many days where you've got to cut back the training volume, to half just because you're feeling so stuffed. We really don't want this to be happening. So, when it's food, when it comes to meal prep, what are the different things that could come up that could really throw me off track and prevent me from doing that? And what's my plan for when that does come up? How do I get around it? How do I troubleshoot it? All right, and obviously the same for mindset. We need to start really thinking about, because think about it like this. If you've got a clear plan of what you need to do and all the different things that could come up and throw you off track, but you have a plan for all of those different things that could come up, then you've got a foolproof plan. You've got a plan for every different circumstance, and all you've got to do is follow the plan. So this is about building that out. All right, and then lastly, it's who do I need to be? What type of person do I need to be to really build these habits and get the results I want? So what type of person do I need to be to actually come up with these obstacles and to actually come up with these plans for obstacles and to actually get my stuff done day in, day out and really align myself with the habits that are going to get me the results I want to get? So who do I need to be? Maybe you need to be someone who is patient and accepts that it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. But you really need to build out these habits over a long period of time, and that's what's ultimately going to get you the long results. Maybe you need to be someone who is consistent and just, and resilient and just does the stuff even when they don't want to do it, because they know it's going to result in them having a more functional, stronger body. It's going to result in them getting better sleep and eating better and feeling a lot better, even when they don't want to do it, even when it's the last thing they want to do. because it's been, you know, so far from what you have done previously. But yeah, so this section is really about building out who do I need to be? What type of person actually does this stuff and really makes this stuff happen? And this is the one I really think is so important to focus on. Because if you just be this person every day, you'll do the stuff you need to do and you'll get the results you want to get. Once you've built out this section here in terms of, you know, this is who I'm going to be, this is the qualities I'm going to have, this is my mantras I'm going to live by, then it's just about, you know, deciding that that's the person you want to be, obviously, number one, and then proving it to yourself with wins every day. So day after day, proving to yourself that you can be this person by acting this way in every different situation that presents itself to you. All right, so that's the end of the welcome pack explanation. Get stuck into that, download that, and print it out and put it somewhere and fill it out. Obviously, put it somewhere where you're going to see it regularly, so you're constantly reminded of it. Because you need to really, you need to set up your environment to support you being this new way you're going to be. And if you're constantly reminded of it and you keep your attention on it, then it's really going to start to happen for you. All right, that's the end. Thanks for your time. Enjoy your day.